be a competition. But no, it's just that the course is so what it's so the right word would be, it's so involving. Like you have to involve every part of you, your mind, your body, and your soul, and like everything. It's like, it's like pawning off your soul to the devil,
Yeah.
sort of thing. So you have to be so like, you have to give up a lot.
Sure.
And there have been days, even recently, I'm pretty sure you've heard about a lot of recent issues happening in India, where there's a lot of attacks happening against, violence happening against
Yep.
doctors.
Yep.
So this has been a concern for us for the past 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
So I was part of the Resident Doctors Association in AIMS Bhubaneswar, where we actually had a strike and march, and like we fought against to bring in more rules for
Wow.
protection of doctors when
Wow.
that issue happened in Kolkata,
Yep.
in the NRSMCH, where there was actually a lot of issues and a lot of violence happening against doctors in
Yeah.
Kolkata. So this is a major issue. This is one of the issues that we face. But to be honest, so there are days where you should actually weigh if things are worth it or not. So anybody who would tell me they want to be a doctor or they want to go to med school, I always tell them this is a big step, this is a long step. And I honestly, my opinion, which might be wrong, you should only take up medicine if you're that passionate about it. Because if you take it up for any other reasons, at least at some point in your time, you're going to be really upset
You're going to
and
be burnt
really,
out, right? Because the hours are
yeah,
so long. And
so it's, if I can start with all the things. First of all, it's the, we advise everybody to have proper sleep, proper diet, proper exercise. We have none.
mm,
We absolutely have the worst lifestyle of any human beings known. And not for the reasons that some poor unfortunate people have to face it. I have gone like a whole day without a meal because of my, just because I was working, which is
mm,
which is not right, which is not right for anybody for
yep.
that matter. But that is one day. Sleepless. I have 36-hour duties every alternate day now,
Wow.
on alternate day basis.
Yeah.
So that is how much sleep deprived I am on a regular basis. You can see the dark circles, so it's very obvious. So there are a lot of things like this. And then you might not have a social life, a personal life, and any personal life you had, the more you get engrossed into work. So I started working recently because I graduated in 2020. So the, like, from internship, I what I noticed was, so now my current thing is like, I'm trying to always have a work and personal life balance,
Sure.
because it's absolutely so hard for
Yeah.
somebody who's passionate about it.
Because I
So
think eventually it hits you, right, Vinayak? And eventually, if you don't like take care of your health,
sometimes it doesn't have to be eventually. It's because you have other people in your life
correct.
and you actually don't treat them the way they're supposed to, be treated, and then
It,
a lot of things fall apart. And yes, it's really affected my personal life, where I'm a very passionate person
yeah.
about anything for that matter. Like, what the things that I like, I'm very passionate about. But as you may also know, I am very bad at things that I don't like. So I am one of those. I'm an extremist. If I'm good at something, I want to be the best.
Mm,
So that's what people saw in school. Oh, he was good at that, he was good at this. I was bad at some, like, I was bad at a lot of things. I'm pretty sure, I remember, Abhishek, you were like really into sports. How many times have you seen me on the ground? I was terrible at sports and I never even tried. One thing, I had my plates full, and then the other thing was, I couldn't stand being not the best at something.
sure. And that is,
Okay.
I mean, that is like a natural proclivity of us, because we want to be. Um, I think competence, the idea of competence in any sort of domain, is sort of a basic human drive and need, right? And if you think about it, when I know like doctors, they go through, I think it's the longest period of like training ever, right? So it's 5 years
Yeah,
of
yeah.
med school, then you do your residence for I think
Yeah,
three
so
or four
in
years.
India, it's like this: 5 years, 5.5. Now they've decreased from, it was 6 earlier, but by the time like our we were all joining, is 5.5 years of med school.
Mm,
Then any years taken away to either work or prepare for your post graduation exams. Again, that's an entrance and whole process. Post graduation is 2 years, and super speciality will be another 2 years. So this is how, I mean, post graduation is 3 years and
That
super specialty is 2 years. So
and
this
you're
is
also
how.
working as a resident at the same time during your post graduation.
So after your graduation, basically any kind of studies you're having is actually work.
Got it.
Everything you're learning is through work. The only difference,
Got
you
it.
have exams. Otherwise
That
it's
makes
just
sense.
like work. Yeah.
I mean, and
And
then
they
just
and
just to backtrack a little bit, Vinayak, like in the 5 year course, is your
hmm,
first year like an open ended sort of like how is each
no.
year structured in like
Yeah.
a medical
Yeah.
program?
So I had no idea about how med school was going to be. Like I don't know what year had what and all when I joined.
Yeah.
So the thing is, in India, I'll tell you how the system is. Outside now, a lot of places they're trying to bring in broader subjects, which is really amazing and commendable, into the first year and second year of med school,
Mm,
so that they have a wider perspective of things. I am actually I've been working since my internship. There's something called medical education,
mm,
which is a team of people trying to evolve and update the medical education system, especially in a country like India, which is very conservative.
mm,
So bringing in new stuff. So I've always loved teaching. I told you it's in my genes, my grandfather and my mom. So I've always wanted to teach. So this is one thing we are focusing on. So what I am working on now is actually teaching through dance.
mm,
So I have actually performed a couple of places, but then because of COVID, now I'm not able to do those medical education conference performances anymore. So I've been taking up different topics in med school and actually teach expressing it through dance, so that it's more acceptable and it's easier for people to understand than just like telling you how this patient feels like, for example, in a psychiatric illness, what somebody is going through. I can definitely do it better through dance.
mm.
And definitely being good at art has also helped me, because like you said, surgery is all based on anatomy, and to like, so if you're good at drawing, you can actually like helps you with surgery. So all this multifaceted things have actually helped me in my profession. Now coming back to our system in India, in first year we have three